Start. And I'm Jay.
And I'm Dio. And I've gotten sort of to the bottom of what Jay was talking about last time regarding South Park Stick of Truth. He wasn't talking about Stick of Truth itself. He was trying to explain about how he felt about the DLC needing to be more filled.
It was a huge letdown.
So, I agree with you there. The DLC for the game was basically a couple extra costumes that, okay, granted, gave you a little bit of a stat boost if you were playing as a different type of character, but was it worth the cost of the DLC?
Any DLC, in my opinion. It's like...
But here's the thing, you gotta think about who's selling the DLC. You were disappointed with the DLC. I knew the DLC wasn't going to be worth it because of the game publishing Ubisoft. I do not like them as a corporate entity, per se. Yeah, I mean, so much DLC, so many games, you know what I mean? I know South Park was a pretty budget game. I do not want to imply that at all. I had a ton of like for me, but what I say is it's the kind of publisher that I do not want to reward by paying for DLC and paying for season passes. For the same reason that I don't buy or pre-purchase games. I don't trust the publishers to keep up their end of the bargain.
Exactly.
Our friend Nando was talking about that's exactly how he feels about the Division. How they sort of fell on their faces and blundered the whole thing up. And the DLC for a lot of games. South Park, the most recent example of the Assassin's Creed games had obviously certain armors and weapons that you would buy using Ubisoft Club points, and then some of them you have to purchase with real life money for like $5 for like basically just a new weapon and animation like that wasn't necessarily as good as some of the best weapons in the game that you would earn for free, you know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't worth it to me. It's basically the difference between Skyrim DLC and I remember the original Oblivion horse armor DLC debacle, you know what I mean?
Like, that gives you so much more content. You have a few more hours of gameplay. You know, to me, that's worth it for a DLC.
Yeah.
But if you're just giving me, oh, here's a new shirt, a new beanie, I don't know, man. Here's some new gloves. $15. Yeah, up yours. Take it and shove it up your ass.
Yeah, cosmetic stuff, unless it is something really freaking cool. And when I mean really freaking cool, I mean really goddamn cool. Like, it's a... like, for fighting games, I get it, because you're sort of staring at the same characters over and over again. Like, so I don't, like, necessarily fault, like, Tekken players that buy, like, the swimsuit specials, or Street Fighter characters that, like, have, like, alternate skins and costumes, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of stuff I get, why you sort of have to charge for that. But then again, they're not charging $5 for it necessarily just for one skin.
Yeah, or how about this?
It's like a skin pack where it's like, okay, here's costumes for like 5 players or 10 players. You know, for like $5. So like at a buck a pack that's optional, that's purely cosmetic, and you know what I sort of get.
Yeah.
But for games like
Killer Instinct, let's say, for instance, you pay $30 for a season pass, but then you have a new season that comes in and it's a bunch of new characters and a bunch of new costumes and everything, and you have to pay another $30 for that. And at the end, you know, with every season that comes out, your game ends up costing you about $200.
I mean, that's if you want to keep up with all of it, though. That's the thing. You gotta
I think it should have been a full game. At the beginning, you have only 6 characters. Why can't it be everyone? I remember buying Capcom versus Marvel, right?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the main complaint that a lot of Street Fighter 5 people have been having. You know what I mean? A lot of the characters weren't there at launch. You know, like, then why am I paying full price? You can release it later.
Exactly.
That's even if it is getting released later for free, but some stuff isn't. You know what I mean?
And Microsoft keeps doing this kind of shit all the fucking time. It's so horrible. Like, you take advantage of, kids actually play most of these games, and they're there and they bother their parents and stuff, or the parents have to waste money, or the parents have to refuse these kids. And these kids are jealous of their friends and stuff, It's like when we were kids, we had the game. It was a complete game, You didn't have your friend. Oh, I got this. Your game sucks, but it's still the same game, but yours sucks because you're missing half of it.
Well, that's just it. You gotta get into a different mentality though. At that point, you gotta say to yourself, "Well, look, am I paying for a game once? And at that point, is it worth it? And just basically consider yourself an offline gamer and never look at the DLC."
Yeah. Everything has a monthly subscription in a way. Like, you have to pay for your Microsoft Gold. That's $60 a month, and you have to pay for a season pass. That's like what, $40 sometimes, and then.
But that's just it, Jay. You gotta. I think you're taking the wrong argument to the wrong point here.
Yeah.
All of that's optional. You're basically complaining that extra stuff is there for me if I want it. That's not the problem you should have with it. You should have with it is that stuff. Is it value for what they're charging you for?
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Yeah, like, what they charge sometimes is ridiculous.
You can't complain that there is more stuff for you to do or a different skin. Like, any DLC has a value, period. Now, whether that value is necessarily free and it promotes goodwill,
that's good. The free DLC,
versus
that's fine.
Having a monetary value is a different thing. Like, a great GTA. Example of DLC done right, just so we can get to it real quick.
GTA does it right.
GTA for GTA Online, all the content, great stuff. Great, zero complaints. The most value. Witcher 3 and CD Projekt Red did an amazing job with their DLC. And just in case you guys aren't aware of how they did it, there is just as a thank you because their game sold so well, and just to show fans how much they appreciated them buying the game. For the first couple months, every week there was a new piece of DLC free available. Now, that DLC wasn't always something huge. It could be a new set of armor. And it may not be the best armor in the game, like I was saying before, but the fact that it was free. And just as a thank you to the fans, and they did it for so long with free costumes, free missions every now and then. Not great long missions, but an extra quest here and there. Made the game worthwhile to keep coming back to, even though the game itself was huge. It had a ton of content. And then, when they actually came out with their paid DLC, which was full-on expansions, mind you, full stories, I was so pleased with their performance. For the game itself, its value alone, paying the full price, imagine I didn't have internet, it's a full-fledged game beginning to end. Multiple hours worth of stuff to do and explore and have fun with. The DLC that they gave away for free was super fun and just super well done, that it built up that fan appreciation that when they asked for the money, I was happy to give it to them. Whereas other games that demand the money up front without showing us anything to back up why we should be giving them the money, I do not agree with. What's a good example that I can sort of give here? Season pass content.
Yeah.
When they're order now and get the season pass. Well, what's in the season pass? To be announced. That's bullshit. It should never be, to be announced.
Exactly.
No, what am I paying for?
That's it.
What is it?
And
and then for some people to charge for that that what I would consider to only be free value content, I do not agree with. You know what I mean?
And it happens a lot.
It does. So it's a personal thing. Like, I will never say that DLC itself, as I said before, is inherently bad. It's the price of that DLC. But I do get what you were trying to say before about having sort of like half a game in terms of going to your friend's house and them having like the latest DLC. Like a perfect example, right now we got the snow day, the blizzard, whatever you want to call it. I forgot what the expansion is actually called, Blizzard Mountain.
Yeah.
That's available. It's stuffed behind a paywall for you.
And you bought the season pass.
I bought the season car pass, so I get all the cars for free. But I don't get the expansion of the world itself.
In my opinion, that's unfair because you paid a good hefty price to have everything.
But here's the thing: I am still happy with my purchase.
I know you are.
Because the amount of cars in this game are so huge. The amount of DLC cars that I've gotten so far and will still get is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, I will never say that the value I paid for the car pass wasn't worth it. The car pass itself was worth what I paid for the car pass. Like, I assure myself before I buy something, as far as DLC or extra content goes, it's got the value of what I'm paying for, like, personally wise. But would I like to have access to this? Yes. Is it optional? 100%. But $25.99, the reason I don't have it right now is because I need to hear reviews. I need to hear what people have to say about that new content before I just plunk down $25. Yeah, reject this driver. He's got less stats than all the other guys. What did you do?
I did what you said. You
No! Yes. You replaced him!
You said...
Oh my god, you are the worst. Don't ever touch my game again.
You said yes.
You are the worst. We're continuing this next time on Select Start.